Please welcome your host for this evening, Anna Ford.
Ladies and gentlemen, ambassadors, Mr. Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Ashden Awards. I'm absolutely delighted to be here this evening because I think the work of the Ashden Foundation and the awards are truly inspirational. Quite extraordinary work, and tonight you see just the tip of the iceberg because the rest of it, the work that they do in sustaining these programs throughout the year, is quite extraordinary. And tonight we're going to be meeting some remarkable people. They're doing groundbreaking and amazing work, both here in the United Kingdom and all over the world. What they're doing and the success that they're having is becoming, of course, more and more important and more relevant to all of us, and perhaps even more importantly, relevant to this planet that we only inhabit temporarily. So let's not be selfish and short-sighted. The issue of sustainable energy has risen to the top of the world's agenda as industrialized and developing nations are having to think very deeply about how they're going to tackle climate change and extreme poverty for all the generations to come. But the finalists tonight are doing something practical. They're engaged in this urgent issue in a way that I'm sure you're going to find inspiring. We have white-collar workers, we have blue-collar workers, and I've just been told we now have green-collar workers. Now, as a television journalist, I've spent my career broadcasting stories from around the world, and many of those stories were very bleak indeed. Many of them were absolutely heartbreaking, and sitting behind the desk night after night and feeling that one could do absolutely nothing about them was a doomy and gloomy prospect, which was partly why I handed in my notice at the BBC, but not absolutely. So it's a great pleasure for me to be here tonight celebrating entirely positive stories from all around the world, because tonight all the news is good and it's very, very heartwarming. So let's get down to the essentials. These are awards and there are cash prizes. There is more than £380,000 to be won tonight. The financial awards are significant, and equally important for these finalists is the prestige and the recognition that they get for their work. The new conversations, the new contacts, the networking, all that come from being an Ashden finalist. A significant aspect of this, particularly for projects in the developing world, is the encouragement and the interest shown by the awards patron, Prince Charles. Now, the awards are divided into two parts, the United Kingdom and the developing world, and within these two, there are a number of categories which reflect the many different ways in which sustainable energy can be implemented and the varied benefits that sustainable energy can deliver. So let's start first with the United Kingdom and the first award, which is for business finding solutions. The first award is for renewable energy. This award is for increasing the supply of renewable electricity or heat at a local level. That supply can be from renewable sources such as biomass, or wind, or microhydro, solar, or from ground source heat pumps. And the nominees are Nottinghamshire County Council and Wood Energy. And to announce the winner, it's a great pleasure to welcome to the stage a man who has literally transformed the public debate about climate change and our need for sustainable energy. His tireless and brilliant advocacy of these issues has deeply affected millions of people around the world, from ordinary citizens to leaders of nations. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former Vice President and Oscar winner, Al Gore. Having won an Oscar earlier this year, presumably you know how the finalists are feeling. You've taken your message around the world to millions and millions of people. Is there any way of assessing what effect your message is having?
Well, I think one way is to see the excitement that these children have. There have been many sources of the new ways of thinking about it. I'm always grateful when someone says that my work has contributed to it. I've had a big ally in reality. Doesn't always make a difference, but it has in this case. And there have been a great many environmental leaders, some of them here, who've been working on this as long or longer than I have. And all around the world, there have been men and women with deep conviction who've been working toward the same goal. And so it's been a privilege for me to be a part of this mass movement that's emerging globally. But I must say, I'm so inspired by these films, and I'm very privileged to be able to give out these awards in this category and the next.
In your film An Inconvenient Truth, you ended on quite an upbeat note. It's not too late to act. Do you still feel it's not too late to act?
Oh, I do. I must admit that there is some aspect of hope being father to the thought, but I do really genuinely believe that it is not at all too late, and that we have time, not all the time in the world, but we do have adequate time to respond. And to those who are discouraged by the seemingly slow pace of political change, I would say that I was in the political system for long enough to learn what I believe is a truism, that the political system has at least one thing in common with the climate system. It is nonlinear, meaning that it can appear to move only slowly, but then upon crossing one of those fabled tipping points, it can suddenly shift into an altogether different gear at high speed. And I think we're close to it.
Just finally, many of us would like to see you take this message to the very highest, to the White House, back to the White House. Can we hope? Is there any possibility?
Well, I have. I've asked to show my slideshow there, but President Bush and Vice President Cheney don't want to see it. So, but that's why I wrote the book.
Let's hope they're reading it. And now the awards. The first award we're giving this evening is the Ashden Award for Renewable Energy.
Ah. The winner of the Ashden Award for Renewable Energy is Wood Energy. Congratulations. Thank you. So get a picture here.
Excuse me. So all of us at Wood Energy, we're absolutely thrilled and honoured to be chosen as Ashden Award winners. Over the past 2 decades, the UK's renewable energy policy has really focused on electricity generation. But heating of buildings is almost a third of the UK's CO2 emissions. So I think renewable energy policy in the UK must really focus on wood heating. So the Ashden Awards that Wood Energy have won, tonight will help show the huge potential of biomass heating technology. So I thank you ever so much for the award. Thank you.
Our second award is for Energy Business. This new award is for businesses that are making local renewable energy or energy efficiency products and services more accessible to the public. And the nominees are Solar Century and Ecotricity.
Winner of the Ashden Award for Energy Business is Ecotricity. Congratulations. Good job. Very well. Good job.
Thank you. Kyoto, the milestone UN Climate on Conference change, happened about 10 years ago. And in the intervening 10 years, I think the biggest thing we've all seen change probably happened in the last 12 months, and that is that climate change has become almost universally accepted as the biggest single problem we all face. Even George Bush gets that, apparently. That's taken 10 years. The challenge of the next 10 years is to do something about it. And that's something that the team at Ecotricity and I look forward to very much. Thank you all.
Our next award is for energy efficiency. The most cost-effective way of reducing carbon emissions is, of course, through energy efficiency. And this award is for products and programs that deliver large-scale energy efficiencies in domestic or commercial settings. And the nominees are NWorks and a Cumbria Energy Efficiency Advice Centre from my own home county. And it's just as well I didn't have anything to do with the judging on that one.
And the joint winners of the Ashden Award for Energy Efficiency are NWorks and Cumbria Energy Efficiency Advice Center. Congratulations. Wonderful. Congratulations. Here, let's get a picture. Here we go. Here. Okay, go ahead.
I love the efficiency of these speeches.
First of all, fantastic showing for the northwest of England. Really proud to be here tonight with a colleague from the region. It is fantastic to receive this award. It's the culmination of a lot of work by a lot of people in the NWorks programme, and I accept the award on behalf of that wider partnership. If I listed all the people, it would take forever, but there are two organisations that I really do need to thank. The first is our funder, the Northwest Regional Development Agency, who give us the cash to enable us to do what we do. And the other is Groundwork UK, who take the risks to manage the contracts to make these things turn into reality. What NWorks does is prove beyond any doubt that there is a real double win when it comes to the environment and business. You can improve the economic performance of businesses and you can reduce their impact on the environment. And that double win is essential if we want to move forward into a more sustainable society. We just need to make sure more businesses understand that. Thank you.
Wow. Well, showing for the Northwest, congratulations, Todd. It's truly inspiring to see the innovative and creative projects from around the world. You'll see more shortly. Our energy efficiency work may not be so exciting, but we believe it's of crucial importance. This award is for all the unsung heroes delivering energy efficiency measures day in, day out in millions of homes in the UK. My team will now be embarking on a crusade to motivate other local authorities and energy agencies to replicate our work. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you.
Now, our final UK award is for sustainable schools, and what could be more exciting than thinking that the next generation is getting involved in this and contributing and becoming activists, and they're producing some wonderful and remarkable solutions. These two schools have integrated sustainable energy into all aspects of their school life using renewable technologies and energy efficiency measures, and they've included energy learning across the whole of the curriculum. And the schools are Seaton and Woodhays.
Winner of the Ashden Award for Sustainable Schools is Woodhays. Woodhays, is that the correct pronunciation?
That's right.
Woodhays Primary School. Congratulations. Congratulations. Exciting, huh? Congratulations. Here, you stand in the middle and hold this. Here we go. Good job.
Just compose ourselves now, won't we? Well, Amy and I are honoured to receive this award on behalf of our pupil energy team and the Woodhays community. Education is the key to the future survival of Mother Earth, and our aim is for children to become proud global citizens committed to the United Nations 8 Millennium Goals, particularly Goal 7, ensuring environmental sustainability. At this time of evolution and revolution, the positive energy being activated all over the world by awards like tonight's and strong leadership from people like Al Gore is truly inspirational. Thank you.
Many congratulations to all our winners. And I'm so pleased to see schools involved in solving some of these really important problems. Now, many of the steps taken by last year's primary school winners were straightforward, low cost, and easily replicable. The Ashden Awards wants to encourage as many other schools as possible to follow these examples. Members of the Ashden UK judging panel, with the support of the United Kingdom Geographical Association, have been working with last year's award-winning schools. And they developed a whole range of materials that support sustainable energy teaching and practice in primary schools. What could be more important than that? And tonight they're launching the Ashden Schools website. So please, as soon as you go home, switch on your computers, which have been switched off, and go to www.ashdenawards, all one word, .org/schools, www.ashdenawards.org/schools, and see what you will see there. The Ashden Awards has always kept in touch with its award winners and followed with close interest each project's progress and expansion. But the awards team has always wanted to do more. So this year, they are inaugurating the Outstanding Achievement Award, which recognises a past international winner who's made further outstanding progress. That's the wonderful thing about these awards, that they don't just give an award, and then they all go home and forget about it. It goes on and on and on and on, this work, and it builds on all the work that's been done before. In that way, they are unique. This Outstanding Achievement Award is a new prize of £15,000, which will enable the winner to increase even further the scale and scope of their own chosen project. And the winner of the 2007 Outstanding Achievement Award is a private business based in Bangalore, which provides solar home systems to low-income households. Mr. Vice President, if I could invite you back on stage to present the award. Please welcome on stage Harish Hanthe from Selco, winner of the Outstanding Achievement Award 2007.
Proud of you. Very good.
The global warming actually led to the loss of my hair, which you saw in the video. I have less now. It has profound effects. Actually, winning the Ashden Awards back in 2005, it actually strongly validated our work of linking poverty, sustainable energy, and better quality of life. Our 80,000 clients who have benefited from solar systems and cleaner cooking methods are examples of that very linkage: poverty, energy, and better quality of life. Now our focus is to add a couple more dimensions to that very linkage chain: microfinance and income generation. We believe that the greatest threat to climate change is poverty, and that can be overcome by linking income generation with sustainable energies using microfinance as a channel. And hopefully, Vice President, that can be the future mantra of the convenient truth. Thank you. Thank you.
The Ashden Awards has consulted its past winners to find out how it could further help these projects to expand their work and to meet the goals that they've set themselves. The answer came back that they would like business help in a range of different areas. They'd like some training, they'd like some mentoring, they'd like networking, They might like some secondments to advice on technology and communication. And the Ashden Awards is delighted that British Gas has agreed to support this programme. The Business Support and Dissemination Programme aims to give winning projects, past and present, the support that they need to reach their full potential and to encourage others to follow in their example. We now move on, ladies and gentlemen, to the International Awards. And this year, we have projects from as far afield as Asia, China, Africa, South America, and the Indian subcontinent. Now, the key criteria for the International Awards are that the projects improve people's quality of life and that they reduce greenhouse gas emissions and help protect the local environment. So these awards are about appropriate technologies that have been applied in popular ways at a very local level. And the first award is for Enterprise, sponsored by Swires Group Charitable Trust. Now, this award highlights the crucial role of entrepreneurs and businesses in delivering the benefits of sustainable energy to large numbers of people, as well as at the same time creating more jobs. And the nominees are Dashu Bioenergy Technology Company in China and the Center for Rural Technology in Nepal. Could I invite you back on stage to come and present the International Awards?
The winner of the Ashden Award for Enterprise is Dashu. Congratulations.
获得阿斯顿再生能源奖，感到非常高兴和荣耀。感谢阿斯顿是各界对我们的鼓励和支持。我们将获得这个奖金，全部用于新的产品开发和再生能源的宣传。我们中国现在还有上千万的农户仍然在烧煤炉，我们下决心生产更多的先进的生物质炉具来代替煤炉，会改善我们的环境和人民的生活，促进可持续发展，做出应有的贡献。
I feel so honored and proud to be awarded the Ashden Award, and I want to thank all for their continuous encouragement and support to my company. We will use all the prize money for research and development of new version stoves and publicity work of renewable energy. Tens of millions of households in China are still using coal stoves. Dashu, with more and better stoves, will serve the rural householders' living standards of China and the sustainable development around the world.
Thank you.
Our second international award is the Ashden Award for Food Security. There are a number of important stages in the production of food where sustainable energy can play a very key role. This Food Security Award recognises the range of all those possibilities within this cycle as food makes its journey from the seed to the plate. And the nominees are Biotech in India and SKG Shanga in India.
The winner of the Ashden Award for Food Security is Biotech. Congratulations.
We proudly aim to change the view of the public about sustainable energy and waste disposal. This is the beginning of a new era. I hope that in the near future, every home and institution could be a powerhouse through the generation of energy from waste. We will increase awareness among the public regionally, nationally, and internationally. This prestigious recognition will allow us to do more for the betterment of the community. Let us work together. Thank you.
Our next award is the African Award, funded by the John Ellerman Foundation, an inspiring foundation doing very important work. This award specifically addresses the twin challenges that climate change and poverty present for Africa, and the very vital contribution which local sustainable energy can make in tackling both these problems. The nominees are Deng in Ghana and Zara Solar in Tanzania.
The winner of the Ashden African Award is Zara Solar. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much for this award. I'm honored to be recognized in this way. I'd like to thank all who have made this achievable, especially E&Co. In Africa, night falls quickly, and when night comes, there's nothing to see and little to do. With this award lies hope for millions of people in Africa who at this particular moment are in total darkness. With this award, we will bring them light. Thank you.
And our third international award is for light and power. And this award is for schemes which use renewable energy to provide clean and efficient lighting to people who don't have access to the mains grid or for whom mains electricity is simply unreliable. And the nominees in this category are Sunlabob Renewable Energies in Laos and Practical Action in Peru.
The winner of the Ashden Award for Light and Power is Sunlabob Renewable Energies. Congratulations. Well done.
Paying for the service instead of paying for the hardware is a new strategy for rural electrification of the grid. Not only for Laos, also for many other countries around the world. Keep in mind that still 2 billion people living around the world without electricity. So thank you very much for the Ashden Award for this prize. The input recognition for the value of our work. So this prize will help us to continue providing commercial viable and affordable energy service for rural areas. Thank you very much.
Our final award is for education and welfare, and this award recognises the role that sustainable energy plays in providing either new opportunities or significant improvements in educational facilities and welfare provision in homes, schools, or community centres. The nominees are Alternative Indigenous Development Foundation in the Philippines and Shudulai Swaneva Sangstha in Bangladesh.
The winner of the Ashden Award for Education and Welfare is Shidulai. Congratulations.
Many thanks to the Ashden Awards for giving us this great honor. We hope that using boats to improve quality of life will be an inspiration. In Bangladesh, rivers make it difficult to reach people, but with this award, we will provide lighting and educate thousands of people on sustainable farming and climate change. My vision is that our boats will bring self-reliance to hundreds of villages in Bangladesh. Thank you. Thank you all.
Congratulations to all our winners and to all of the UK's and international finalists, because they're outstanding examples of local sustainable energy initiatives that have brought, as you can see from all these films that you've seen, very real benefits to groups of people and to communities. So I'd like to invite our second prize winners to come on stage to receive their certificates. The runners-up are Alan Alsop, Nottinghamshire County Council. Jeremy Leggett, Solar Century. Alan Simpson, Seaton Primary School. Lumin Shrestha, Centre for Rural Technology, Nepal.
Congratulations, sir. Let's get a picture there. Thank you very much.
Vijay Sagar, SKG Sangha, India.
Congratulations to you.
Samuel Edu Asare, Deng, Ghana.
Congratulations. Let's get a picture. Good job.
Javier Coelho, Practical Action, Peru.
Felicidades.
Aukar Idzenga, AID Foundation, Inc., Philippines.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations. Al Gore, thank you very much indeed for presenting this year's awards, and I'd now like to invite you to say a few words to us.
Thank you very much, Anna. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Anna, and thank you for doing a spectacular job as our MC this evening. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. And I want to acknowledge with gratitude from all of us here and many more besides Sarah Butler-Sloss, the executive chair of this entire, congratulations. Bravo. Wonderful job, Sarah, and I'm a huge fan, and no one could watch this ceremony without being so impressed with the work you and so many others you lead have done to make this entire program possible. And I want to give special thanks to the lead sponsors, British Gas and Climate Care, and all of the charitable funders. Let's give them all a round of applause for making this event possible. I want to acknowledge my colleagues and business partners, Colin Leduc and Jason Scott from Generation Investment Management. And I thank all of you for the opportunity and privilege of being here. I was talking earlier with Ian Duncan Smith, the former Tory leader, about the links between the greatest American president in U.S. history, Abraham Lincoln, and England and the particular organization that you have been associated with. And President Lincoln said during the darkest hours of American history, during our Civil War, we must disenthrall ourselves, and then we will save our country. And thrall, which sounds like an ancient word, means roughly the mental imprisonment by shared illusions. And we are ourselves living in the illusion that we can dig as much carbon as possible out of the earth and burn it as quickly as possible without consequence. And of course, it's not true. And the climate crisis has become the most prominent symptom of a deeper underlying collision between our civilization as it has grown and evolved and the surprisingly fragile ecological system of this planet. We have more than quadrupled human population in less than 100 years, and the technologies we now use routinely are thousands of times more powerful than any that our grandparents were able to use. And our thinking has changed as well. There is, particularly in the industrial world, an unnatural focus on short-term horizons with success or failure being measured every 90 days, and in other fields on very short-term measurements that really make no sense compared to the human life cycle or to the mandates of ecology. And so we must disenthrall ourselves, and then we will save our planet. And it can seem, as one of your questions at the beginning implied, Anna, sometimes discouraging. But no one can attend an event like this one, and there is no other event like this one, and fail to be encouraged. The solutions that are being innovated by these pioneers and award winners around the world encourage and inspire all of us. The Latin American poet Antonio Machado once wrote a famous verse that is translated into English as, "Pathwalker, there is no path. You must make the path as you walk." And these pathwalkers are making a path from the present to a sustainable future that will involve low carbon and much more care for the environment. We are now in a period when we must find a path from a present where the most that is politically imaginable still falls short of what is needed in order to truly solve the climate crisis. One of the greatest poets writing in the English language, T.S. Eliot, once famously wrote that between the intention and the act falls the shadow. And between here and where we need to be is a shadow across which we must shed light and find a path that we can take to a sustainable world. Mahatma Gandhi, one of the greatest leaders in the history of the world, said in a well-known phrase, "You must become the change you wish to see in the world." And what impresses me most about these award winners and the runners-up, by the way, and I love the design of this whole program, that all of these individuals and groups honored are winners, and all will receive great prizes as a result. What impresses me most about all of them is that they truly are becoming the change they want to see in the world. Gandhi also spoke about what he called satyagraha, which translates, I'm told, into English as truth force. And we in the industrial world face a great challenge in recognizing and responding to the truth about our circumstances worldwide. The truth is we're putting 70 million tons of global warming pollution into the Earth's atmosphere every 24 hours. The truth is that's unsustainable. We have to change. An American writer, M. Scott Peck, who wrote a lovely and much-read book called The Road Less Traveled, had an interesting definition of evil, which was shared with me at Cambridge University. It was, evil is absence of truth. If truth force is the power to change the world and renew its potential, then the absence of truth is truly the evil against which we must fight with the light of what we know to be real and true. There is an African proverb that says, if you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. We must go far quickly. And these award winners and the wonderful sponsors and those who've organized this program have told us how to illuminate a path toward the truth that the entire world can use to find a path to a sustainable future together. I hope we can do it quickly. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for being here this evening. It means an enormous amount to everybody here. As for my part in it, I just feel like the man who was invited to write for The Spectator and was told that the fee would be £50, and he said, do I give you a cheque now or shall I send it when I've written the article? I would have paid to have been here tonight, which may be a dangerous thing to say. But now I'd like to welcome the star of the show, Sarah Butler-Sloss, founder and chairman of the awards, to say a few words.
Thank you. It takes a lot of time to set up these awards. It takes much of the year. But on the night itself, we are entirely dependent on the skills of our host for the success of the evening. We really couldn't be luckier. I'd like to thank Anna Ford very, very much for generously hosting tonight's ceremony and for bringing these awards, her authority, her professionalism, and her elegance. We are profoundly grateful. We set up these awards because we wanted to bring wider recognition to these projects that use sustainable energy to do so much and to bring so many benefits. There could be no better way of doing that by having you, Vice President, Mr. Al Gore, here tonight. It's an enormous honor for us to have you here, and by hearing from you how significant you think the work of our finalists is. You have been a tremendous inspiration to so many people in this room, and I hope and I'm confident that tonight's winners will also go out and inspire others to do what they're doing. All of us at the Ashden Awards and all of us in the audience would like to thank you, Al Gore, for being here tonight. I would now like to ask Molly Taylor and Natalie Underwood to present the bouquets to Anna and Al Gore. Thank you.
For most of us, the Ashden Awards take place on a single night. But of course, for the Ashden team, then it's a year-long project. And I'd like to ask you to join me in applauding the really valuable work of the Ashden Awards team. I'd also like to thank the sponsors and supporters of the awards, because without them, none of this would have been possible. And of course, these awards depend on the remarkable generosity of the funders. Well, thank you all for being here tonight. Congratulations to all the award winners. Thank you for your presence. And now, if you'd like to, there's a reception to celebrate the success of tonight's winners. And for those who want to ride home, don't go in a car, because rickshaws will be available from Exhibition Road from 9:30 onwards. Good night.